This is my life with albinism.
Now, this is my life with albinism.
And this is my life with albinism.
Yeah.
And
You could just try to make us laugh right there.
yeah, we all.
I don't even know if I brushed my beard or not.
What cute fam for?
Yeah, you're cute, it's fine.
You know, you actually look like Bruce Lee, man.
Bruce Lee.
That is so racist. Jesus Christ.
No, is that?
Damn.
No, you gonna say Bruce Lee six
I ain't
pack?
gonna say
No,
no,
is
man.
that-
You
is
said
that-
it. I don't
is that
know.
racist? Bro, that's
It's a little.
it's like Bruce
It's
Lee.
up there.
Okay, first of all, Bruce Lee is a 6-pack guy, and he's like a machine. I am not. I'm a human being. Okay, there's a difference.
Okay. All right. So we are back with another episode of Life with Albinism. We have a special guest, and I'm excited for this episode.
For real.
Because we have never, in the history of Life with Albinism, had a person who was Asian with albinism. I'm your host, Dale.
I'm Avery.
And we're going to let the guest introduce himself, tell him your name, where you're from, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, what's up? And my name is Han, and I grew up in China. I am a...
No, say your full name.
Oh, my full name? What is this? All right, crap. All right. All right. So my name is Han Burn Cox.
I thought your name was Han Solo.
Well, I go by Solo, you know. That's just,
That's not your real name.
Han Burn Cox is my full name.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. He told us his name was Han Solo. I'm like, yo, that's
bro, I go solo because I don't have a lady yet, so I gotta wait for that.
There you go. All right. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me not interrupt you. All right. So you was telling the people your name, where you're from, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So my name is Han Burn Cox, and I am a full-time missionary. I am also a professional yo-yoer. I grew up in China for 16 years. Now I live in the U.S. since 2014.
That's dope. Okay. Wow. That is. Now, what do you do as a profession?
Yo-yo, and first of all, missionary. I am a full-time Christianity missionary.
Oh,
so I work with a organization called Youth with Mission, or YWAM. We have many bases around the world, about more than 2,000 bases worldwide, over 180 countries.
Nice.
So my base is located in Madison, Wisconsin. I love my people; they're doing great. We do a lot of mission work, and we train young people to become missionary and to help them find their own purpose with God and learn about who they are. That's the important role of our job.
So you are a Christian?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And
what's your ethnicity again?
China.
Oh, Chinese.
Chinese.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just a heads up, my English is my second, so if I say anything that screw you up, just screw it up.
That's cool. Don't worry about it. Okay, so let's just jump right into it.
Yes, sir.
You being Asian, being Chinese with albinism, it's very rare that I see, even on the internet.
Yes.
It's very rare that I see an Asian person with albinism. What is it like to be Asian with albinism? And I'm assuming, but correct me if I'm wrong, I'm assuming whatever we get, like the stares and everything, it must be amplified for you because you're Asian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it must be more rare. So kind of talk about that. And is it really that rare? When you were in China, did you see a lot of other people with albinism? Or talk about that.
Yeah, so that's a good question. So I basically grew up in an orphanage for 16 years. So like I didn't know my birth parents whatsoever. So I didn't have the beautiful family tree right there. So I never know. At this point, whatever you get from the orphanage, you don't know the full truth. So from the paperwork that I see, it's I was found next to the garbage can by the train station.
Oh damn!
So I was there.
I shouldn't say that, Avery. Oh, sorry. This is serious.
So I was found there, and then I lived there 16 years. In my orphanage, there are maybe 3, I would say maximum 3 albino kids. One is adult and 2 are babies. And
so there was 3 people with albinism at your orphanage.
Yeah.
So it's not so rare.
In my orphanage, but in my school, out of 10,000 students, I am the only one.
Okay.
So like being an albinism in China was kind of tough, and I went through a lot. Like Like there
Please talk about it in detail.
There at one point where I trying to go to the store and I got banned from the store because of my skin color.
You got
okay.
Banned from the store,
bro. Okay,
Please,
I walk into a store to buy a nice pair of shoes.
What store was this?
This is a shoe store.
Okay. No, I mean like a regular shoe store.
Yeah, this is a regular market shoe store.
Okay.
Regular market shoe store. I went to there and I walk in, and soon as I put my foot in the door, my buddy, I put my foot in the door. A man's child cry, and then the man says, "You need to leave." I was like, "I'm sorry, sir. Did I do anything wrong?" He's like, "Yeah, you made my child cry, and I don't want you to come here anymore." And then since that day, I got banned from that store. Whenever I walk by that store, he would be upset and looking at me, give me the weird stare. He's just staring at me, "You need to leave." So I was wondering,
should have karate chopped him. That's what I would have did.
This is where Kung Fu comes from.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is where I need to break that Bruce Lee. So yeah, it was kind of tough, because like at some point, I don't know what I did, what was wrong. It's like what did I do? I just walked in, buy a pair of shoes, and I got kicked out. And anywhere you go for me is it's like a heck of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Going to the bus sometime, not all the time, but once or twice, people don't want to sit next to me. They're like, COVID was already early for me. I was like, because everybody's everybody's like COVID. I was like, yeah, I'm already been there. Sorry. 6 feet. You guys do 6 feet. I do like 20 feet. People doesn't want to even stand next to me. I go to the bus, like these 2 seats right here will be empty, the people sit there and there.
Wow.
And it's been crazy. And then going to school, I can make fun of people, and people call me an alien and an American ghost.
Wow.
And some people say, your parents left you because you are a freaking idiot, albino kid, or something like that.
Now let me ask you this.
Yes.
How much of that do you think might have been true? Like, if in fact your family kind of just left you at a trash can as an infant, do you think it was because of the albinism? Maybe they were shocked to see the skin color, the hair color, and felt like, oh no, this,
Well, I think that's a good question, because I think that now I do not know the reason why, because I never met them, right?
Yeah.
So. I never met them, and so in my whole life I'm actually angry at them. I was like, so people been telling me to be angry at them. Like, so in a society that you, you gotta understand too. Like, in a society, if you're surrounded by negativity, that's what you believe in negativity. So it's as soon as you're in negativity, that's all you believe. So when everybody throws truth at you, you don't believe it because you've been fed with negativity.
Yeah.
That's what you believe. So I've been believed. Who I am, so like people, like I didn't like photos at all. In fact, I even though I was adopted, I didn't like photos until later on. So like I was like, don't take photos of me. I didn't even like physical touch. I was like, you touch me, I'm gonna slap you in the face.
Should have karate chopped.
And so the more the merrier is that just being like being an albinism in China was tough. And like girls hate me, like they
hate you?
They won't even touch me. They don't want to get.
You should have came to America. They would have been all over you, boy.
They didn't want to get near me, bro. Like I had a girl who I had a crush on, and she found out that I like her. The boys and I go on the mountain and play freaking truth or dare. Okay, there are 3 people there. 3 people. There's a smart guy, and there's the idiot traitor, and then there's a stupid guy. And I was the stupid guy by telling the girl that I like. And so the trader decided, oh shoot, wow, I'm gonna tell that person next day. So he went there and tell the girl that I like in front of everybody in the classroom. Jeez. And so you know how that feel. Yeah. And then she got upset, and then she walked like an aisle, just walking in front of me and slapped me in the face and said that she hates me. So that shattered my heart in 3 pieces. Wow. And
how old were you when that happened?
I was a child too, so maybe I wasn't ready for a lady anyway. Yeah. So I was like 12 probably. So 12, 13.
Okay. So now, at what age did you come to America from China?
Well, that's the story. What can continue on too, but if you think about like being in China is tough, but you also have to understand that the education system was wrong too. So like throughout your life of maybe where you're at, you're like, oh, this is hard for me, this is tough for me, this is painful for me. It would be much better if you look at the other side. Like you can't just look at one view and just see, oh, this is what I see entire life, but you got to turn around and see what's on the other side. Like what's the flip side of this? Like because if you really look at it. What you do does matter, and if you do something about it, it matters, right? One of my favorite quotes is like, "To the world, you may be one person, but to the person may be the world."
That's deep. I like this guy.
So like like what you do change people's world, believe it or not. And I never thought that as a kid. I always been telling you no and telling that I can't do anything, telling that I'm just a freaking idiot through my entire life. And then 2014, I got adopted to a family, which is really blessing to me because because I get to change life now, and I'm a missionary now. I get to change people's life and telling people about God and really see the perspective of how God's turned me around. There was a famous quote that he said that you have a scar in the past, but the scar is going to be decorated with many testimony in the future. Wow. So like your story could be changed if you look at it, if you allow it. You have the option to choose to follow God, or you can choose to just disappear. It's your choice. Now you have the option to take action on what you love to do and do it, and just go ahead and do it. But if things hold you back, that's something that you're gonna have to make a decision. Am I gonna make this thing hold me back or not?
So this the family that adopted you,
right?
They're loving. They embraced you.
Yeah. I had 9 other siblings.
Okay.
My
biological, you think, or
they're all mixed. So like I had a sibling from Ghana, a sibling from Kyrgyzstan, another sibling from China, and then my parents had other kids for the rest. Okay. So yeah, and then it's been great. I get to do my dream job as a kid. Like nice. in orphanage, bro. I grew up with like rice and water, salty carrots, and bread and water. We had this food called rice soup. It's pretty much rice and water.
Damn, that don't even sound
nice.
That's what you
so
get.
Wait, do you still? So where do you live now? You live in America now?
Yeah, I live in America since 2014.
Okay. 2014. Okay.
Yeah.
So from 2014 and beyond, you were living in China.
Yeah. Yeah. Beyond here in America, but before that was China. So I grew up a few years there, and learning English in America was it's pretty simple.
Now, how was that, like learning English? You know what I'm saying? Was that hard, difficult? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't remember much, to be honest. I just so what I do more hearing, and I listen to what they say and I watch what they do. Pick up the cup. Oh, that means pick up the cup.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yeah, I am drinking.
Okay, Sky.
I'm drinking water, not alcohol, just so you know. So just watch the actions because our action has consequences, right?
Yeah.
Like what we do affects everybody. Even though it's like, it just affects me.
Yeah.
Well, we tell you a future. That's gonna tell you another story.
So I just want to go back to one other thing. So you would say that how would you say albinism is in China? Do you feel like it's rare there, or do you feel like you do kind of see it often? Or
no, I don't. So like besides the first of all, I can't travel anywhere I want. I grew up in a small town named Han Burn, about 11 million people.
Small town?
That's a town word.
Okay, it's a small town to us.
But it is China.
Yeah. So it's a small town for us, and it's big for you guys. It's like California for you guys almost.
Shit.
It's really interesting to see people, but I have not seen another albino person outside of my orphanage in my life so far.
But then when you say that there was 3 kids with albinism at the orphanage, that makes me think that in China they orphan off the albino kids.
Well, so you had to understand the adoption first. Okay, so in China, there's minimum time or the minimum age of adoption. It's like if you're over 14 or 15, you're not allowed to be adopted.
Okay.
So that's against the rule. You cannot adopt a perfect boy.
A what?
A perfect boy. So like,
What's that?
it means that if the boy has no health issue, you cannot adopt that person.
What?
So
a perfect boy?
yeah. So by that I mean like for example,
no asthma, no.
If the child has no issues, you can't adopt.
yeah, because boy had to carry on the name, right? So if the boy had to carry on the
Oh,
name,
because then he'll lose his last name going to the foster.
Right.
Okay,
So for girls, you can adopt any girls, health issue or no health issue, you can adopt any of them.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, because now you wonder how many guys are
Right,
trying
because
to
then the
lady.
name would die off.
Yeah.
Damn. I get it. Wow.
I want to go to China now. I want to see her, man.
Okay, so now let me ask you this: being that you've gone through a lot of trauma, you've gone through a lot of changes through foster care, you've gone through changing your country, changing your language and everything, and having albinism on top of that, and being somewhere where albinism is kind of rare. Where are you now in your journey of albinism and acceptance and confidence?
Oh well, I think that albinism or not, it's really how you handle it. I mean, some people like hide and shy about it. That's cool. Some people like it's not cool at all. But it's just. I mean, I have a hard time finding my own community because I think that's the hardest part. Because I don't know about my health. I don't know about like what I allergic to or not. I don't know a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I had to learn about it when I come here. It's like when I came here, it's like, I learned about this, I learned about that. That's like really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now they could explain more in simplified so I can understand because I'm still learning English. So where I'm now, I feel pretty good about it. Like I feel confident and I feel really good about it because I feel like since I gave my life to God, I had changed a lot since then.
I like that.
Because since then, like if you understand this, I don't know it was you, but I am doing something that I once was before. I am serving the community. I am hanging out with kids who has no family.
Oh, I see.
I am getting food to the homeless and serving the homeless people with God. And I was homeless once before.
Right, so you know what it feels like.
Yeah,
So
on the foot now.
yeah. So basically, so the circle that I am in, I am outside that circle because I now feel in the circle.
I like that. That's deep.
Wow. Listen, man, I know we've been recording for a while, so I'm probably gonna end this here.
Yeah.
Although I would love to talk to you more, man. I would love to have a longer episode.
And we're gonna bring him back on the show.
Right,
You know what I mean? 'Cause
right.
It's
it
him.
it's
Like,
been a
you feel
pleasure.
me?
meeting
Like,
you,
word.
man. It's been a
Definitely.
pleasure.
You have a YouTube, right?
Yes, I do.
Tell the people
Yeah,
what your
give the
YouTube
people
is.
So
social
my
media.
Social media.
so my
Facebook.
YouTube is called LGGT. It's called Learn Together, Grow Together.
Okay.
So I do yo-yo tricks basically. So if you
Can
see a lot of
can before we end this, can you do just like a couple of yo-yo tricks for us?
You got a
real quick?
yo-yo in your
Oh,
pocket?
well, yeah.
When you went upstairs.
You got one in your pocket?
Yes. When you went upstairs.
He's
I
a
was like,
professional.
boy.
He's a professional. Show us some
Can
yoga
you- yeah,
tricks, man.
stand
We'll
up,
back
stand
up.
up, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
stand up.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Show the world what you got.
Watch this boy work. Watch this boy work. Watch this boy work. Go ahead.
He was ready to be asked.
Woo.
Okay, the TikTok's
Yeah.
famous.
Oh, it's okay.
So
Get it.
and then of course I do believe in God. So I had a trick called the Messiah, which I did this.
Ooh. He threw up so many gang signs.
My man's is
Yo.
just ready. Y'all see this?
Bro, go
He
follow
was
my
ready
man,
to do this.
bro. Go follow my man, yo. Before he
Hey,
unleash
give
the
them
dragon. You
IG,
feel me?
No, you giving them too much.
All right,
Give them your
hold on
IG, man.
now.
Give them your IG.
What's your-
I'm
you
gonna
got
sign this
Instagram?
out.
My IG is Han_the_yo_guy 2000.
Right,
You heard
man.
my
Thank
man.
you,
Yo,
man.
thank you.
LifeWithAlbinism.com.
And
The
definitely.
next episode,
Yo,
tune in,
definitely.
check all that content, man. I love this episode.
Yo. That was
That
dope.
was so Oh man, he killed it.
Yo, for real.
Yeah.